Well, Danny, 4-2 victory over your Carlisle United, your old club. How do you feel about that tonight?
Yeah, good. Loads of positives in there tonight. I think obviously big positive Ben Hughes getting back. Big positive obviously some great goals, some good performances, 90 minutes in the tank, and obviously to progress through in competitions is massive. So no, look, delighted with it against a decent Carlisle team. Obviously they've brought a few of the first team lads over, but I thought it was a really competitive game. I thought first half it could have been 6-all at half time. I thought it was, the attackers were definitely on top. I thought there was chances. Yeah, no, there was some fantastic goals. I think obviously it's quality that obviously both teams have at the top end of the pitch. I think obviously each goal tonight was a special one. Obviously different ones, even the two in the second half. I thought that obviously Lewis Riley's one, great header across by Riggy, and Obsfer crossing it in for Ruben, who times his run well and finishes it well. So no, look, some great goals. Loads of positives for us tonight, and a big positive obviously getting Ben Hughes back on the football pitch as well.
And Obs started the goal rush for us, got the first goal, and then we immediately go a goal down again. And Riggy gets the second 2-2. It was entertaining stuff.
Yeah, I think obviously in the first half, I felt early on we started well. I thought we created 2 or 3 really good opportunities. Keelan has a good header at the back post from the Matty Clark cross. The goalkeeper tips it round the post, great save. Riggy has one that rattles off the post. We have another volley that was blocked. So look, good chances at both ends. I think, like I said, that's what I mean. It could have been 6-all at half time. I don't think the defences were on top. I thought the game was very stretched and open. I thought the second half of the game sort of settled down and we looked a little bit more composed in possession. I felt for us, I felt that we were able to sort of get our foot on the ball and not rush it to get it forward. I thought the first half we were very frantic to get the ball forward and instead of just maybe taking that extra pass and taking that extra little bit of a risk. But no, delighted, can't complain with that tonight.
You mentioned the 2 lads coming back from injury, particularly Ben Hughes, but also Brad Hubbard. They seem to come through it okay. Is that the case?
No
reaction.
No reaction. Obviously, the plan for Benno was to take him off after half an hour. I wanted him to do the warm up and then get half an hour under his belt. But we just felt that the adrenaline was going to get him through the first 45 minutes. So that's great news. We've got another game penciled in for Benno on Monday evening. So that's another one that we'll try and push him towards an hour. Brad Hubbard's come through it unscathed as well, which the plan for him was at 60 minutes to get him off the pitch. Again, I thought Brad done really well when he was getting on the ball and dictating it and showing his qualities in possession. So for me, I can go home tonight and be really happy with what we've seen. I thought it was a team out there. Them games you can kind of look at them 2 ways as a player sometimes, and I've been on the opposite side of it where you feel a little bit frustrated to be playing in them. You don't always want to play them, you want to be rested and things like that, but I thought every single one of them came tonight with the right approach, the right mindset, and put the foot down and credit to them, they got the result that they wanted.
Lewis Riley, Stephen Rigg, both been substitutes for the last month or 2. Both excellent tonight, I thought.
Yeah, and that was something me and Terry said to them before the game was, don't make it easy for me and Terry to leave you out. As I've said to you there, we've got a few injuries at the moment, we've got a few lads carrying niggles and we've just got to be careful. So lads are going to get opportunities, and I've said from day one, and we keep saying it week in, week out, that every player in that squad will be needed between now and the end of the season. We've got 8 league games left, hopefully 2 playoff games, and everybody's going to be needed and everyone's going to have an input and an expectation to make sure that they're bringing something to the table when they get their opportunity.
You've got 1 or 2 decisions to make for Saturday, but an interesting selection I think it'll be. There's quite a few pressing acclaim.
Yeah, and that's what we want. We want competition, because we don't just want competition to get in the starting 11, you've got to work to get on the bench as well. I think obviously right now you're probably looking at, if everyone's fit, you're probably looking at leaving 2 or 3 players out of the squad, and that's what we need to create to be successful. You can't have 11 players, we can't have 12 players, we've got to have a full squad of 18 players all fighting for the starting lineup and fighting for getting into the squad. That means that everyone's going to come, every training session is going to be competitive, everyone knows that they're going to have to be on the game to make sure they get themselves a shirt on the bench.
A word about Kai Nugent, opposition player tonight. Thought he ran around and done extremely well for them.
Yeah, look, I like Kai. I've got a lot of admiration for what he has. I think obviously it'll probably have felt a weird one for him playing against his teammates, but also playing with his teammates. It's probably a situation that was strange for him. But look, as I said prior to the game, Guy's got to look after himself. He's got to make sure that he wins himself a contract for next season. He wants to start forging himself a career. So like I say, for me, he's come in for us, done really well. He's done well again tonight, and he's just got to make sure that he keeps doing that and trying to earn himself a chance to obviously stay with Carlisle United next season.
The reward for the win tonight, a home tie against Carlisle City, it'll probably be played 2 or 3 weeks' time, I would imagine. Another one to slot in, but another difficult game.
Yeah, another tough one. Obviously, the holders of the cup. I think obviously you're looking at the competition now. There's some good teams still left in the competition. Do you know what I mean? I think obviously Carlisle United are always the ones that people look at, and I think obviously people look at it and say, well, we've done the hard bit now, but that's not a fact. The thing is now we've got to get ourselves ready. We've got 2 or 3 big games coming up, and then we've obviously got a big game against Carlisle City, who are very good, and obviously I know them well. We've got to make sure that we're ready for it and make sure we progress in the competition.
Danny, well done tonight, and we look forward to Saturday.
Thank you.